So this is the Asdas shop. I think I spent about £53, and that's quite a big shop for us. I think the beginning of January I done a full shop for a week for a tenner, believe it or not. So this was a bigger shop, so we're running out of things. Let me show you exactly what we got. So over here we've got some wholemeal bread. I always buy two because Jim likes the more, we always buy brown, but he likes the kind of Hovis wholemeal or the granary, and I really like the seeded one, but they were running out in Asda last night. But I always buy like these kind of low in carb and low in fat ones because they have a really good fibre, like high fibre content compared to the carbohydrates. So it's low in carb and high in fibre, which is really good. Me and I like eat that as well. Over here, some people think this is disgusting, but I really, really like these. Excuse the nails, by the way. Ocean Crown mussels and vinegar. I love these as a snack. Nyla likes them as well. If you hear a noise in the background, it's a dog out the back, and he's pushing a monoblock brick about with his nose, and he does that for hours. So this is always get two. They're about £1 on each, I think. By the way, my hands are all sore and chapped and I've no nail polish on, so they're a bit scabby looking. Always get a couple of these because they're really good for snacks and they're quite low in calorie as well. The Heinz beans, I mean, sometimes you just can't beat beans on toast, so I thought I'd change it up a bit and get the Heinz beans fiery chili. I've had it once before and it was delicious. See if you're just sticking that on some toast if you're looking for a quick meal. Yes, Bob. They're really good. Over here again, I'm quite a fishy kind of person. I like fish, so sardines. I also get mackerel, and I actually bought some pilchards as well, but I can't find where I put them. See them on a bit of toast with some red onion on it is delicious. These are spring onions, but they're really big spring onions. I've never had these ones before, but I thought I'd give them a try, see if you're just sprinkling them over like a salad or something, which would be really cool. I can't remember the price of these, but anyway. This is the Hellmann's fat-free vinaigrette. I bought this, oh god, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was amazing. Sorry, let me just shut this door because this dog is driving me insane. So, I bought this a couple of weeks ago and I went through a whole bottle.
I'm helping out, Bob. Not getting
okay, just give me a second. Some fat-free vinaigrette, and this is really, really low calorie. I think it's 7 calories per 15 mils, which is handy. So I don't get that much meat when I go to the shops. We tend to do a lot of meat-free nights, which obviously saves them money as well because meat is expensive. But I just thought sometimes I just want to cut out the meat. So I quite like the Richmond sausages, meat-free. They're really, really, really nice. They smell a bit strange when they're cooking, but they taste exactly the same. And we usually have them with some sweet potato and some beans. So that's another meal for you. Over here is, I've never actually tried these, the Tuna West Lunch and the Goes. Tuna West? John West Lunch and the Goes. But I thought, do you know what, see if I'm just in a quick rush, or I can take this to work and snack on it. And I've got a really bad habit of eating too much in the one go, so the wee portion size will control that problem. I get some chicken. I do usually get the free range from Asda, but it was like 8 o'clock last night I went and got it, so it was kind of empty. This is the day after. So I got the chicken. I usually, if it's just, it depends what I'm making, but sometimes I only use meat to kind of flavour a meal as opposed to it being the main thing. So sometimes I'll just have a bit of chicken and do chicken and rice and veg or something. Something really, really, really quick. Over here we have some Activia yogurts. These were only 95p, so I thought I'll just grab them. I've never tried these again. Heinz Creation, God, I can't speak today. Heinz Creation Mexican beans. I thought they would be good again, just on like, I don't know, toast or just something really, really fast. And you come then, Bobby. Let me let the dog in, because it's driving me insane. So, yeah, they were really cool. So, and then I always get loads and loads of veg. The only thing that annoys me with getting loads of veg is the amount of plastic packaging. It drives me up the wall. So I always kind of get organic spinach. See the stuff that I kind of eat raw, I'll try and get organic. In you come, Bob, come on. So that's what I got. I really, really like the next thing. So this is Cavolo Nero, you say? Cavolo Nero kale. This is absolutely amazing. Bobby, here. Come on. And you come on. One day I'll just manage to film a video, minus the dogs and minus the children. My God, listen. So that's the Cavolo Nero kale. Nobody's getting killed at the back, promise. I usually just do this with, oh dearie me, it's never ending. I'll usually just like, so some brown rice, I just cook that on a Sunday and I put it in the tub in the fridge, and I'll just cut up some greens, so a wee bit of chicken, and just fire it all in. And it's so delicious. See, if you just cut this up really, really, really small, Isla eats it. She doesn't even pay attention to what she's eating, and she eats the greens, which I love. I just try and stick as much as I possibly can into whatever I'm making, and she doesn't even realise. Garlic bread, next thing, and that's just self-explanatory. Loads of milk, because they two go through milk like there's no tomorrow. I might as well just get a cow for out the back. Watermelon. Sometimes when I go to the shops, I usually try and buy, or most of the time when I go to the shops, I try and buy things like watermelon and oranges and apples, stuff that's got a really high water content, because see, when you're snacking, you want to kind of feel full up, and especially Isla. So say, for example, it's like 4 o'clock and I'm making dinner for 5. See if she comes in, she says, I'm hungry or I need a snack. I'll try and give her stuff like watermelon, pears and apples and oranges, just because it's got a really high water content and it fills it up without her just snacking on crap. Potatoes, organic potatoes, I just grabbed these. I don't really have a fussy, or I'm not that fussy with potatoes, but I just grabbed them. Over here is, well, self-explanatory, is tomato puree. I got these the last time, was it last week I got them, and they were amazing. Yes.
Where the paws the milk is.
The what?
The paws the milk is.
What's that?
The paws the milk.
Oh, the pause remote on the table, look. Can you shut this door over, please? Shut the door over for me, pumpkin. Good girl. So that is... Sorry, I will get through this, I promise. So I usually use... No, I don't usually use... I've tried this before. Yeah, I'm just coming. I bought this last week, and see, just with some brown rice again, some any greens like spinach, kale, I just stick it all in, a wee bit of chicken as well, and it is so delicious. I think they were quite expensive. I think they're about £2, or maybe they weren't, maybe they were about £1.50, but it just takes that kind of bland edge off of chicken and rice and veg dishes. So I got 2 of them. I also got some no, it's not Vietnamese, as you say, pho, I think it is. Never tried it, I thought I'd give it a go. I've decanted these, so these are just mixed nuts. I just sometimes grab them because I always buy nuts, and it's a really good thing for Ella to snack on as well as myself. And a wee tip I always have is, say for example I'm having like rice and chicken and some veg for dinner, I always ground up some nuts, whatever they are. They're really good omega-3s. Sorry, I might get through this today alive. Really good fatty acids. So I put them in a mortar and pestle, grind them up, put them through some rice, and she doesn't even know she's having it. I'm just coming. Mascarpone tomato sauce, just Asdas own. That usually goes with these from Costco. Just some pasta. It's really quick, and that'll go with the garlic bread as well. Sugar snap peas, I always put these in salads and they're good to snack on. Organic mushrooms, again, I really like these because I can put them in stir fries. I can put them in spaghetti bolognese, anything. Apples, again, I loved these when I was pregnant. These were one of my complete and utter cravings, and I spied them again for the first time in Asda. And I had to get some blueberries. I always get the kind of darker berries because they're really, really healthy for you. And again, good for snacking. Pomegranate seeds, everybody in this house is obsessed. See to try and keep just one packet for like the full days if possible, because me and Isla just destroy them in one sitting. Broccoli, again, it's in the plastic packaging, drives me nuts. But broccoli, they're quite small actually, but we get through quite a lot. That's Isla pretending she's a horse. Celery to make some soup. Sweet potatoes, I love these things. Again, that will go with the meat-free sausages and some beans. Yes, Bobby. Garlic, I mean, you can't go wrong with garlic. This is just madness, isn't it? I love these peppers because they're just so juicy. I put them in stir fries, I eat them in salads, I'll just pick one up and eat it. They're really good. Isla really likes them as well, and I always buy red peppers because they're nutritionally, they get the most kind of best nutritional value. And I think last but not least, we might get through this video, is hundreds of oranges. Well, not quite, but I used to buy the packets in the nets, and you'd get about 4 or 5, but it just worked out cheaper, so I got like 8 oranges, and this will do us a couple of days. Again, really good for snacking. So this is what I've got. £53, which isn't bad. I do like to stock up on fruit and veg, especially for snacks and for soups and stuff. And yeah, I think I don't really buy as much meat as I used to. I probably buy 1 or 2 things a week, and it's mostly chicken. I really like these. I really like these actually. They taste the exact same. And see, if you just put this, I usually steam it in a steamer for like 5 minutes and then mash it up with a bit of cream cheese, salt and pepper. And it's just so nice. Everybody loves this. So yeah, I think I've got mince in the freezer and stuff like that, so that can do a full week. And the yogurts can do some snacks for Isla's nursery. But again, I'm the only one that's in here most of the time during the day. Isla's only in on Monday for lunch, and then obviously we're all here at the weekend. So things like the sardines, the mackerel, the pilchards on a bit of toast with some red onion are amazing. So yeah, I think that's it for this week, and next week I think I'm going to change it up a bit and go to Aldi. There's a Lidl and an Aldi next to me, so I think I might try Aldi. Listen to the dog. He's not getting beat up, I promise. He's just standing at the back, but he always wants the door open when he's playing outside and it's freezing. So yeah, so that's my meals for this week, or what I got this week, and I think it's pretty good going. So I will update you next week when I do my next food haul and let you know if I had to do any top ups here. And yeah, thank you. See you later.